Hey, so trying to show you some puppies. These are Patty's and Hammy's puppies. And kind of an interesting story with them. This is a little girl, and they're really quite white puppies. And here's a little boy. Hi, little boy. He's eating grass. Anyway, I'll try to get him up on the tripod so you can get a better picture. I'll tell you kind of the story behind them. So Patty, we didn't get the breeding right, or we didn't get her bred twice like we usually do, and she, let's see if it's running, and she only had 2 puppies in her, and so that's not very healthy for the mamas. They can get too big. Come here, little one. And so they can get too big in the womb, and then they're hard to deliver. But she had them okay. And then, but what happens when they only have 2 puppies is they have a tendency to get too big. They don't have to fight for their food, and they get too big, and then they get too fat. And so these puppies had that happen, and they had kind of like what's called a swimmer's puppy. And it's where they're so fat they don't get their legs underneath them. And so these puppies had swimmer legs, just sprawled out, and but they grew out of it, and we actually had one of my nieces work with the female. She was the worst one off, and she's great, and I'll show you a picture of her. But we might be keeping the female for breeding purposes. This is Patty's last litter, but this is the little male, and he is ready for a home. And like I said, a pretty stunning white color, and got a little poop on him right now, but anyway, nice coloring, nice muzzle. And anyway, so it's Patty and Hammy are the parents, and there's only 2, and they're kind of our miracle puppies. They are doing great, and they're running great, and their development is great. So let me go grab the female. Got the hiccups. You ate too much grass. Yes, you did. So let me go grab the female so you can see her, and see if you can get him running around. Yeah. Hold on, be right back. So here's the little female, and she is doing great. She's stunning. Yeah, and we might sell her. We're just trying to decide what we want to do with her, if we want to sell her or not. But anyway, if you're interested in Patty and Hammy's litter, let us know. I'll get you a few more. Like I said, they're kind of miracle puppies. Not miracle puppies, but kind of. Just 2 in a litter makes it hard, but they are doing great, and they're healthy and strong, and they're absolutely beautiful. So let me try to get a picture of them running around. There's a little girl, and then there's that little boy. Hey, pup. Hi. That's a little boy. There's the little girl. Hi. Hi, sweetheart. Sweetheart. Hi. I can't keep track of you. Anyway, they're doing great. Anyway, that's Patty and Hammy's litter of 2. So come see us and come play with puppies. We'll see you later. Bye.